Hello everyone, welcome to Carolina Girl Wreath once again. Teresa, happy Friday. It's Friday. So I know a lot of y'all probably look forward to your weekends. Okay, well, it's another rainy day here in the Carolinas, so what a good day to make a wreath. Okay, so today I'm going back, I've done one before with this method. Really simple for any beginners on here. It's called the bubble wreath. And I'm leaning towards the fall theme today. So, what we're going with today is going to be this theme. This cute little sign here I picked out. All you need is love. Owl, I can't see. Anyway, isn't that cute? And the colors are fall, and so I thought that was sweet. Just a little lightweight sign. I think I found it. I'm not sure, guys. I'm picking up stuff everywhere sometimes. If I see it, might have been, well, if I see it, I grab it. Because if you don't sometimes, it's gone when you go back. Okay. So today, this is what we're going to need. Anybody notice anything wrong with this wreath frame? If you said no pipe cleaners, right. This isn't, well, we're going to use them, but not pre-made on it already. Okay? So we're doing the bubble method, so you add the pipe cleaners as you go. And this is a 14-inch dollar frame. Okay. So, and I'm going to be working with this with jute mesh today. Jute. I don't think I've ever made a wreath made with jute. I had this in my stash, and I looked at the sign and I said, I need something besides orange. I come up with this. And she's pretty. She's not real. She's soft, but she's not plastic. You know what I'm saying? She's just the right texture for the bubble wreath, I think. So I got 10-inch jute mesh, of course, craft outlet. Okay? And then all you're going to need is 15 pipe cleaners cut in half. Notice what color I chose? And yes, I'm dressed for fall today. I'm ready for it. So 15 pipe cleaners cut in half, that gives you a total of 30. And, you know, that's really all you're going to need today. I got a little decor I'm going to put on last. I'm going to wait and show that to you last. But other than that, a couple of maybe zip ties here. I've got a couple here I'm going to tie my mesh in with. So that's really all we need. Alrighty. So let's get started, okay? Alright. So here we go. As we all know, 6 sections in a 14-inch wreath frame. And in each section, I'm going to try to get 5 bubbles at least. So 5 sections at 6 gives you 30 pieces, 30 bubbles. Okay, so what we're going to start with here, I'm just going to start at my ring area, my crossbar I mean, and one of my zip ties. And I'm going to be having 10-inch bubbles. So I'm just going to take my mesh here. And just gather up at the end. Give her a little tail. Okay. Just like that. And I'm going to clean her up a little bit. Sometimes I always like to do this. I don't like to leave a bunch of straggly stuff. That's just me. Because if I do sell one, I like them to look pretty. Well, I like them to look all pretty good. So, how's that? So I'm going right here on the 2 center rings. And I'm just going to take my tail right here. And I'm going to take my zip tie, tie her down with, just around 1 ring. That'll secure in a lot. Give her more security. Now, if you don't have a zip tie, a pipe cleaner will do fine. So, either one there you have. And I got my pliers nearby, but no, I shouldn't do this, guys, but there we go. All right. Whatever works, right? Okay. So there we go. Tied her off with a zip tie. And that's going to be your start. So the tail will be underneath the frame. Okay. So you just want to start making your 10-inch bubbles. And I have here ready my pipe cleaners, if you'll notice. You probably do this too, guys, you notice. I've already got them kind of shaped into little V's. It's so much easier for me just to grab the ends like that and insert them in as I go. So just a tip in case you didn't know that. Okay, so 10-inch bubbles. Slide up here to the, get my mat up here somewhere I can do my bubbles here. Being left-handed, I tend to go the wrong, I got my mat on the wrong side or something. I don't know. So anyway. So you're just going to go, make you a bubble, kind of put your ends under on each side. And one thing good about this jute mesh too, there's no raveling on this. I mean, this is pretty neat the way we're doing this wreath too. There's no raveling on the sides. It's perfect for this. So 10-inch bubbles, and then you're just going to go up when you get it made and slide it up to where you've got your tail put in. Take your pipe cleaner, insert her in there. Now you might can twist her good for make just this way, but I have to turn her over sometimes for me. Give her a few good twists. Just about 4 or 5, and then I just take her and put the little ends in like that, so where they're going to look like that on the back side. Okay, so there's our first bubble. Then keep going on the same way you're doing. I don't know whoever called them bubbles. It's pretty neat because it does look like a bubble form wreath when you get done, but also kind of shaped like a little poof in a way. Well, you're really making them like a poof, but you're just pushing them up together too. So push the next one up. Push it up against the first one there. Just push it up. Same thing here. Put your pipe cleaner in. Center 2 rings around the center 2 rings. Center 2 rings. Okay, so there we go. Got number 2 done. Now I said 5, and we'll try 5. It may just take 4. We're going to see. This jute, sometimes it depends on your mesh too, maybe how thick or thin it is. We might can do just 4. We'll see, and then if that's the case, it'll just be 24 bubbles. So make your next one. 10 inches. Push her up. Now you can always go back. I'm going to work by sections. You can always go back when you get through. Of course, you're going to pull your bubbles kind of apart. You'll see. When I was looking for some mesh for my side, I thought, well, you know what? I kind of want to tone her down some a little bit. So I had a bright orange. I said, no, let's go with something. And I saw this and I said, perfect. Okay, so there we have 3. So let's see when we push this one up here, how much I've got spare room to. Of course, you know, the more bubbles, the more fuller it will be. And this is a great method for beginners. If you know, there's a lot of methods great for beginners. This one, there's no cutting to it. That's really good. And if you did mess up, maybe let's say you left the bubble out, or you're not happy with one or something, no, it's just easy to take out. And since you hadn't cut it, it won't be messed up. Oh, that got away from me. Okay, so there's 4. I'm thinking, let me see. You know, I'm thinking I am going to go ahead for 5. I've got room. And that way, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do my 5. Okay, I'm thinking, should be, I think a roll does a whole wreath frame with 5 bundles. I mean 5 bubbles in each section, so, okay. I know yesterday when I was doing a tutorial, it was rainy here in Carolina where I live, North Carolina, and it felt so good. It wasn't hot at all. It was a steady, good rain. Well, you know what? We got it again today. So I'm enjoying it. I am. So there we go. We've got my 5 bubbles on that one section. And there's how it's going to look. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go around, guys, since you saw that much of it, and finish the bubbles, okay? And we'll be back. Okay, thanks for hanging with me, and thank you everybody for subscribers and all for being here with me today. So be right back. Okay, guys, I'm getting to my last 2 bubbles here. I'm all around, way around except the last 2, and I wanted to show you that because when you get to the end of your last one, you're going to tuck the mesh in just like you did in the beginning. And anybody wants the description of this mesh, the number of color and all, I can get it for you. I'm sorry, off my craft outlet orders, because I had actually used probably not just a piece of section of something I'd done before in the past. So actually you can make this bubble wreath here with 1 row of mesh, 10-inch mesh, and this was 10 by 10 yards because that's what I always buy, 10 by 10 yards, 10 by 30, however you read it on the, some say 10 yards, 30, well, you know what I'm saying. Okay, now here comes our last one, and we're just going to take it, and you can't see right here, but when I get it all together to go in, okay, and it give me exactly about 10 inches here. So we're just going to go up in there. It's a little tight kind of, but you'll get it in. You just work with it and get it in there. You will. So you'll get it in there. So I was fortunate here, I guess, to have this much, because like I said, that's why I didn't have no wrapper to show you with it, guys. I'm sorry, because I had used this, like I said, just enough to do something in the past somewhere, a few little bundles or something on something I made. But so just take a zip tie or pipe cleaner like you do when you get to the very last one, and just wrap it around that last piece there. Or your pipe cleaner is fine, whichever one you have. There. I'm sorry, I just can't get a hold of the pipe cleaners or the zip ties. Okay, just want to tuck this one under like you did in the beginning. Turn it over and tuck it under, just like you done, you know, when we started on the one in the beginning. So now what we're going to do is go back and we're going to open them all up. I've done started a few here. Just going around and just open them up like you do your puffs. When you do a poof wreath. Yeah, puffs. You know, I was thinking a while ago, there's so many wreaths. So many wreaths, so many styles, so many methods, so many names. I mean, no wonder. Well, I know I say all kinds of things. I call everything by the different name. Different styles, different methods, but after a while, you begin to think, you know, if you make a lot of wreaths, yeah, it messes with your mind. Okay, so we're just going to pull them out like this. See how I'm getting them all fluffed out and pulled out? So it's going to look like that when it's all done like. So I'm going to finish fluffing them all out and get them filled. And you know what? We are ready for the sign. Okay, here she is. See how the bubbles are fluffed out, pulled out. It takes a while, you know, but it's worth it. Just pull them out and you'll go back probably again and do what I always do. And You know, the main thing, when you see the insides here, you know, just, you know, push them down where it has the frame inside. And so see, she makes a pretty good full-size bubble wreath. Now we're going to add the sign to her, okay? So, let's see. So my sign here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to place her, I think I want her kind of a, let's see, on the top area of my wreath here somewhere. But anyway, what I'm getting at too, I'm just going to put the pipe cleaner here now, since it's a small sign and this is a smaller wreath. This makes about, by the way, a 21-inch wreath, 20 inch maybe, 21, give or take a few. But I'm going to place my pipe cleaner on 2 of the crossbars, so I'm just going to put this in the middle. I've got 2 together here. I'm going to put my pipe cleaner in the middle of the sign, because she's going to hang, she's going to be put on kind of like, you know, not on both ends, like normal signs we do. So I'm just going to take my pipe cleaner here, and I should have had this done. I usually do. Shame on me, guys. I usually have this done, and I am sorry. Because my glue gun hadn't even been on. I am sorry about that. So while it's heating up, it shouldn't take long. I just want to tell you too, do remember August 31st giveaway. If you're serious about wanting to get in on it, you know, be sure you watch that day, because that's the day that I do it live on my tutorials, okay? So make a note, okay? And so, let's see. Anything else? Well, I just thank you again for being with me. Like I said, this is a very simple, easy style to make. It really is. I love it. Especially this jute mesh. And I don't really work with jute a lot, but I do like the texture of it. I do. So, when I get the sign on then, we are going to make a bow. I'm going to make a bow. Yep, me and another one of my perfect bows. I'm kidding y'all, but anyway. So let me see here. I've got this going here, the glue gun. Like I say, I apologize. So I just take my sign and measure like in the center. I just put her on my mat here. And I'm going to measure off halfway where I want her in the middle. So let's see. I got her right here. I'm going to go from, she's at 8 to 6. So I'm going to go right down the middle here and put my glue right in the middle. Let's see. Well, might have known. I know a few of you are laughing right now, and I can name one for one, and that's Miss Maisie. Guys, I'm sorry. So the glue gun, she's on. You know what they say? When you wait on a boiling pot, it don't never boil. That's what's happened here. Since I'm waiting on a glue gun. Okay, my apologies. My apologies. So let me get this on, and I'll be right back, everybody. I'm back, guys. I got it all glued on, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, so here she is. I went ahead and glued her on. I put her in the center here. Righty? That's how I do mine when I do these little ones. And the sign had some holes in it, so I try to do something about them too, because it came with a string on it. But I found some little flowers just perfect. Just perfect. I thought we'd do just fine. Okay? So here we're going to put her in. I'm going to kind of put her up to the top here and slant her. Now, you know when I finish, I have to go back and do it right again on my door, on my fake door, okay? So I'm just going to put her in here. And like I do my, let's see, like I do my other two, my normal wreaths, feed her through here and try to get her around 2 rings. Okay? Push her over. And I always work around 2 rings when I tie her in. Let's see. Just a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Well, what have I done here? Got it. Oh, hold on, guys. I've got her twisted. Hold on. Can you imagine me doing a live video? I swear. All right, here we go. Tie her in there in the center. And she's a lightweight sign, so that's good because she's not really heavy. Okay. So there she is. Like I said, I'm going to have to get her up on my fake door after a while and do some adjusting, okay? Y'all know me there, so please bear with me there, okay? But that's what she's kind of going to look like in just a second, okay? I'll get her all done on my door. So now we're going to go to the bow that's going to go on her. Y'all think you could put up with me a little bit to do the bow? This is a really simple bow. It really is. I mean, I was amazed how simple it was when I learned it. And you can make it as many loops as you want. But I'm going to go, since this size wreath is kind of not real big, I'm going to go with like a 6-loop bow. So what we're going to do here is really simple. Just need a pipe cleaner for her, okay? Twist around her. Okay, I chose these 2 colors for my bows. I thought they were really pretty to go with the sign. Both the turquoise blue or and sparkling orange kind of light. Bring out that sign, okay? And what you want to do, I'll use 3 pieces. If you want to do a bow just like this one, 3 pieces of each color. Excuse me. And measure out 24 inches. 24 inches on your mat, okay? Now I've already ducktailed mine. So mine was 24 inches for a ducktail. Well, you know how that goes. But I measure 24 inches. And I always ducktail mine because it's so much easier for me to do them before they're bundled up and trying to find each tail. So I always ducktail mine before I put the bow together. So cut each piece in 24 inches, which I've done, and I've got 3 pieces of each. Okay? Cut in 24 inches, okay, and then fold it in half. Just fold it in half. Can you see good here? Fold it in half each piece. And all you want to do is measure on your mat, if you've got your mat or measuring thing, whatever, or play it by eye. But I'm going to measure this in about around 5 inches. And just grab her to 5-inch point and pinch her. Okay? She's going to look right like that. Now I'm going to rotate my colors. So same thing with the orange. Okay? 5 inches. Pinch her. Just get them in your hands the best you can. Sorry to be moving this on you, but see, just going to rotate them. Now I'm going back to the blue. My 5 inches. Okay. And the orange. If it gets a little too big for your hands, guys, you can just, I hadn't done it. I just tried to do the best I can, but you can clip each piece probably and then put them together. But you don't have to do these many loops. You can do less. And back to the blue. 5 inches. Put it on top. So you just keep going here till you have this pattern here. And then the last one. Thank goodness. Pinch it and put it on here. Okay, then just take your pipe cleaner, zip tie, whatever you prefer. The best you can, hold on to it tight. Try to get it even if you can. And twist them. Give them a good twist, 4 or 5 times around. Okay? Alright, now what we're going to do now, this is why I wanted all my tails done before, because I hate going back. At the beginning when I learned, I waited till this part here, and I missed a few. So I always do my tails first before you put it together. Okay, so I'm just going to take the tails here and spread them out, you know, the best I can here. This is going to take, you know, it won't take a while. I didn't mean to set it like that, but to get them out, get them out the best you can. There we go. Set those babies down here. You're going to have what looks like a little octopus. You've seen my tutorials, you've seen me make this bow. If you haven't, anybody new, newbies, I'm sorry, I meant to welcome you. If anybody is new, thank you so much for stopping by and viewing me. And I hope that you come back. I really do. Because everyone's important to me, and I appreciate you so much. So what you do when you get the tails down, you just kind of want to get them all spread around, keeping your pipe clear out of the way. Okay? And you want to kind of put the tails where they don't have the same color together. So just work with that. Spread them out to where you don't have the same color together. And you can make this bow with one color. This way, you don't have to use different colors. No rule. Just because I'm doing it, you can use the solid color. Get through here, this little octopus is going to have, I think, let's see, I'll have to count my tails on that, guys, for sure. I don't want to tell you wrong, but it's going to have a lot of little tails here. Of course, I'm working with some like canvas, like ribbon, so I love it, but it is a little thicker than the others. Just keep spreading it out best you can, sorting your tails. If you're using different colors, you just don't want to kind of have the colors all together. But like I say, you can use whatever you want. Choose whatever you want to do. Solid color, one color all the way around, or one color ribbon, or different colors. So how's that? So soon you get through here, see? You've got like a little octopus and her tails are out. Okay. And then you just want to start working with your loops here. But I'm curious, how many tails did that make? Okay, I know it's going to be a 2, 4, 6 loop bow. Well, actually, let's see. It may be 12 loop bow if you count the loops on each side. So you've got 6 ribbons. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ribbons here. So it's probably going to be 12 loops. How's that? You know, guys, I graduated a long time ago, so bear with me. And that's going to give us, let's see, I think we've got 24 tails. No, that don't sound too right, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 tails. 12 tails. 12 tails. Alrighty. Alright, so anyway, now we're just going to want to open up our loops. Open them up. I love fluffing bows. Does anybody else do that too? So you just try to do the bows the same way. Separate your colors. You know, first, separate your colors out. Side to side. this pretty. If you can see it like I can, it's really pretty and I love sparkles, guys. This ain't the glitter. This don't come off though. It's not glitter. It's just sparkly, and I like that. Cause the glitter, man, I had glitter on me for days when I done my Christmas wreath back in July. Glitter was on my face forever, and I washed it too, and it still had some glitter. So anyway, so here we go. What you're kind of gonna have an idea when you get your bow. Let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it did make 6 loops. Duh. Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm not that. I do know some stuff. I just don't think sometimes, alright? So I'm sorry. You're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 6 loop bow with 12 tails. How's that? Okay. Okay, so here's what she looks like. Ain't she pretty? She is pretty. She is. All her tails are sticking down. Of course, when you put her on the wreath, you're going to work with her some more, but she is shiny and sparkly, ready to go on that little owl wreath. Okay, so there she is. And I'm going to put her on my wreath and on my door, my fake door. And we'll be back to show you the finished product, alrighty? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, y'all, here she is. Here's my little All You Need Is Love wreath. What does everyone think? Well, I had a little friend here, my little owl. I've had him. I've dug him out of my supplies, and I said, I'm going to put him up there. And then, of course, I added some fall leaves. Well, y'all know me. I always do. So, I don't know. The leaves, you don't have to do that. I think it's just fine without them. But there's the bow and the little sign, All You Need Is Love. I'm going to get over here and see if maybe the lighting. So now can you see a little bit better? This is really cute. Now, simple little wreath, fall wreath, made from Bow Method. So, I'll have to study and think. The leaves is just gently put on just a dab of glue, maybe in case I change my mind. But so I do hope she appeals to somebody. Alrighty? Okay, so I just want to say, since it's signed, all you need is love. That's true. We all need a little love. So maybe today, you know somebody needs a little extra love. Tell them. I mean, a little extra love never hurts. So anyway, this is Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you for being with me. I mean it. I love my subscribers, newbies. I love you too. Just remember the giveaway now. I'm not going to repeat it all the time, but just know that it is at the end of every month. Okay, so I really hope someone enjoyed this. If nothing else, just maybe the bow, maybe the sign. Anyway, everybody, be safe. Have a good weekend. Until next time.